Namaste, yogis. Today is all about the second energy center, the sacral chakra. So we have 7 main energy centers of the body, twirling circles of energy. So we have the root chakra, which is our first chakra, the grounding, the safety, security net. Second chakra, the sacral, which is what we're going to talk about today, is our creative side, our playful side. We also have, of course, the solar plexus above our navel, our power center, our heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, our intuition, and the crown chakra. So today for the sacral chakra, Vasisthana in Sanskrit, I have essential oil, orange oil. The color of the sacral is orange, so we can visualize the color orange. But orange oil is very uplifting and soothing and vibrant. So if you have some to use the oil, I just used a little bit of witch hazel, distilled water, and of course several drops of the orange essential oil. And it just really is very vibrant and uplifting. It smells really good. And the sacral, again, is our playful, creative side. It's of the water element. So we're going to focus on the hips today. A lot of us, when we get stressed and we have a lot of tension, we carry it in many different areas of the body. And a lot of people have that upper back, the cervical spine, the shoulders, and the neck tension. And I know that's a really big one for me when I get stressed. But also our hips. We carry a lot of stuff and junk in our hips. So today we're going to open those up as it pertains to that second energy center. So you can have big pillows, blocks, a blanket. I'm going to do a more restorative Supta Baddha Konasana butterfly today. So I'm going to use the pillows. You can also use the blocks as well. Coming onto my back, the blanket is folded up like a rectangle. I'm going to use that just underneath my head. My soles of the feet come together. As I go into my back, rest my head. The sun is right there on my face. And then gently allow those hips to open and soften. And then you could place your hands right below your navel, which is where that sacral chakra energy center is located. And perhaps you have that essential oil nearby, orange oil, or maybe you just want to feel calm and relaxed. Maybe you have a little lavender or frankincense for grounding. Breathe in your space. Allow those hips to gently open, where we tend to hold a lot of the stuff. And again, perhaps you activate the deep Ujjayi breath. The back of the throat breathing. Just relax your head and your neck and your shoulders. Allow all the tension there just to fall to Mother Earth. You don't need any of that tension. Breathe in your space. Allow yourself with every breath that you take to just fall deeper and deeper more into relaxation mode, calming your nervous system, allowing yourself to do a reset. You want to hold these poses for at least a minute, ideally for 2 minutes or longer, to really feel the effects of the poses and allowing that fluid to come in, lubricate those areas of our focus, which today is our hips. I hear the little trickling waterfall I have. It's so soothing. In the morning, one of my favorite things is have coffee, do some reading, post some positive messages, and have my cat Giza sit on my lap while I listen to the trickling water. It calms my nervous system. Think of what calms yours and try to do it more often. Slowly start to bring those legs together, the knees together. We can bring the knees into the chest, or we can gently start to rotate those hips. You could come to happy baby if you want, the hands underneath the knees or underneath the feet, or perhaps you're holding on to the toes. You choose. Rocking back and forth if you want. Now let's come off of our back and come onto our bellies. I love seeing that sun in my window in the afternoon. Half frog. So you can certainly do full frog with both of the legs extended. Oh, before we get to frog, let's do little windshield wipers with the legs. Again, opening up the hips. And coming into our frog, again, you can certainly do full frog. I like doing half frog. Do one side at a time because it's a more gentle yet effective way in opening up the hips with less of an injury. So again, you can also do this on a bed. I like to have that rectangle blanket right underneath the belly, or you can also lay down onto a bolster or a big thick pillow and gently walking out that left leg first, and then the outer part where the big toe is straight onto the ground, bending that left leg. The right leg is behind you right here. And if this is too much on the knee, if you have carpet, maybe it's okay. But if you have wood or especially tile, you can just wedge a blanket underneath and just slowly come down, doing the frog on the left side, flexing the left foot to protect the knee. I'm doing a workshop in about a week. I'm
My heart so happy it's full. It's a yin and yoga nidra workshop, and I will be using essential oils. So I will be talking about each energy center and the oils that pertain to that energy center. And then, of course, doing some asanas related to each energy center. And then for the yoga nidra, it's like a yogic sleep. We get to lie back, and it's a lot of body awareness and really coming down to that reset. I perform yoga nidra from time to time in my classes, and my students just love it. They said, I wish we can do it more. I want more of it. So this particular workshop I'm going to be doing will be about 45 minutes worth of yoga nidra. Allow yourself to have one more deep breath. And then gently taking that leg in, coming to the other side, extending that right leg and bending it, that big toe side on the ground. And then again, coming down into the half frog. And again, it is something that can be done on the bed. If it's easier on your back and your hips. In this pose, I used to really dislike the really deep hip openers, but I find that the more I do it, the more I incorporate it. It really is a very calming effect, and my hips do feel lighter and just more open. Of course, that's the idea of frog, right? But I guess it just gets out some of the junk that I don't need, right? So it's very centering to me, and it ends up being very calming after the fact. But again, it's just so important as we work on opening up the hips, focusing on the sacral energy center below our navel, the creative, the playful energy center. It's important just to carve some time out of our day to give ourselves some self-care. And it could just be journaling. It could be taking 5 minutes to close our eyes and breathe with our hands over our heart or our bellies. It can be our face in the sun for a few minutes. It could be a walk outside to ground. Anything that soothes you, that calms you, do more of, because we all are stressed by our to-do lists. And I feel today's fast-moving, fast-paced world, it's more important now than ever to be able to allow our bodies to slow down just for a few minutes and carve out that time for self-care. One more breath. Slowly start to walk that leg in. You can do little Windshield wipers back and forth. And then slowly lift yourself up and away. Feel that nice lubrication in the hip area as we open them up. I hope you enjoyed this short practice on the Sacral Energy Center. More videos on energy centers are to come. Namaste, yogis.